Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. We are from Group 2. We'll be presenting our Project 1. The business we choose is Mawar Blue Mart. My name is Nur Izzati Shamimi binti Muhammad Yusof. My matrix number is 2025478004. For this presentation, we have divided our explanation into 5 main parts. First, background of the business. Second, business characteristic. Third, classification of business items. Fourth, recording process of the business. And lastly, strength and weakness. Our group consists of 5 members: Zakir, Arif, Airil, Welma and Izzati. Starting off with the background of the business, the store is called Mawar Blue Mart and it is owned by Puan Nazira. She also handles 6 branches. One of those branches was at Perindu College. The store was established in April 2024 and is located at Mawar College UiTM Shah Alam, which is convenient for the student living in the college. This convenience store offers daily essential items such as food, drinks, toiletries, stationery and many more. The store has 2 full-time employees who manage the daily operation along with 10 part-time workers. In terms of capital, the store was established with an estimated amount of 100k to 200k. The capital use is the result of reinvesting the money from the store at Perindu College. Within 2 or 3 months of operation, the store start to earn profit.
Hi, my name is Ari Iskandar bin Muhammad Razwan and my matric number is 2025228814. I will explain to you about my business characteristic. Mawar Blue Mart is a sole proprietorship business operated by individual owner which is Puan Nazira. Puan Nazira made all the important decisions about the business operation such as the capital, the liabilities and the expenses. The liability for Mawar Blue Mart is unlimited, which is all the business debt and final obligation are personally responsible by Puan Nazira. The capital to start the business are from Puan Nazira herself, around 100k to 200k ringgit Malaysia. Mawar Blue Mart established is to ease UiTM Shah Alam student by provide and sell needs and wants.
Salam sejahtera. My name is Welma Marius and my matrix number is 2025223626. Classification of business item refer to the process of grouping assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses into specific categories to ensure accurate recording and reporting in accounting. By classifying each item correctly, a business can prepare clear financial statement, understand its financial position, and make better decisions. Proper classification also helps prevent error, improve transparency, and support effective financial classification of business item. First is assets. Example of current assets for Mawar Blue Mart is cash, food and beverage, snack, dairy product, personal care items, and household items. Example of non-current assets such as fridge, freezer, microwave, barcode scanner, cash register, checkout counter, cabinet, lighting system, air conditioner, CCTV, and company's car. Secondly is liability. The example of liability for Mawar Blue Mart is account payable. Thirdly, example of capital for Mawar Blue Mart is cash, cabinet, fridge, and freezer. Fourthly, revenue for Mawar Blue Mart such as sales of product, which is food and beverage, snack, dairy product, personal care items, and household items. Lastly, expenses for Mawar Blue Mart such as employee wages, store rent, utility bills, and equipment maintenance.
Recording process means documenting every financial activity that occurs in a business such as sale, purchases, payments and receipt. Recording process important because it can keep the business financial information accurate and organized. By recording its transaction properly, a business can avoid mistake, detect fraud, and maintain clear financial record. And also, it needed to prepare financial statement like the income statement and balance sheet. Besides that, accurate transaction records help owners and managers make better decisions and ensure the business follow legal and tax requirements. Overall, recording transactions help a business operate smoothly, transparently, and responsibly.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Airil Hazrin bin Sazali. My ID number is 202543232. I will be presenting about the recording process at Mawar Blue Mart, which covers how the shop manage its inventory, deal with expired goods, handle supplier restocking, and record payment method. First, the shop use a manual method to observe and record inventory. This means that the worker will check the stock by counting the item themselves, especially when the stock levels are low. Although this method can be time-consuming, it's still suitable for small business like Mawar Blue Mart because it is simple and does not require any special software or device. Next, when goods in the store reach their expiry date, the business has two actions they can take. The first action is to return expired items to the supplier. If the supplier accepts returns, this helps reduce loss for the shop. The second option is to dispose of the item. This is done when the products cannot be returned. This process is important to make sure no expired products are sold to customers, which could affect safety and the shop's reputation. Next, supplier for Mawar Blue Mart usually come once a week. During their visit, they will restock the goods that are low, bring new items, and handle returns. All these transactions are recorded in the invoice like the one shown on the slide. The invoice includes details such as the date, reference number, total amount, and the outstanding balance. This helps the owner keep proper financial records and track business expense. The owner, Puan Nazira, used the FIFO method, which stands for first in, first out. This means the older stock will be sold first before the newer stock is used. This method is especially important for items with short shelf life, such as food and drinks, because it prevents items from expiring on the shelf and reduce wastage. Puan Nazira also bring in new product based on customer demand. For example, if many customers request a particular item, such as cake batik, she will order and restock it. This shows that the recording process is not only about checking stock, but also about understanding customer needs and adjusting the supply accordingly. Now, moving on to the payment recording. Mawar Blue Mart accepts several types of payment, including cash, QR Pay such as Do It Now, e-wallet like Touch and Go, Boost, and Get Pay, or debit card and credit card. By offering many payment options, the shop make it easier for customer to pay in whichever way they prefer. The owner also create different cashless payment account for each of her shops. This help her separate the sale between her shop and the money does not mix. It also make bookkeeping easier and help her monitor which shop perform better.
Hi, my name is Zaki Sam Zaki Hussain. My material number is 20252258 and 54. So for this slide, I will share about the strength of Mawar Blue Mart. The first is sufficient and cheap grocery supplies. Mawar Blue Mart is one of the most affordable stores and is well known for its wide variety of products. Do you know that 99% of its customers are UiTM students? So, there will be a lot of students come to this mart. Mawar Blue Mart is able to maintain sufficient stock levels to meet customer demand without facing shortage or over purchasing, which helps prevent unnecessary storage costs and wastage. At the same time, sourcing supplies at lower cost helps reduce the cost of goods sold and also allowing the business to enjoy higher profit margins and offer more competitive price. So the next strength of Mawar Blue Mart is stable and good transaction flow. A stable and good transaction flow means that a business records its sales and purchases consistently without major fluctuations or disruptions. Mawar Blue Mart demonstrates this by maintaining a continuous flow of customers, stable income, and smooth financial activities. When transactions run efficiently, the business is able to manage its cash flow more effectively, pay suppliers on time, and carry out daily operations without financial pressure. All online payments are transferred into a single designated business bank account, and online sales transactions are not deposited into the owner's personal account. Every payment also comes with receipt and invoice. This shows that the Blue Mart has a stable and well-managed transaction flow because it clearly distinguishes that all cash flow from the shop belongs to the business itself, and it is not mixed to the owner's personal account. And the last is Mawar Blue Mart is a strategic place, which is it is located at the entrance of Mawar College. Mawar Blue Mart enjoys a highly strategic location, situated right at the entrance of Mawar College, one of the main student residences. With around 1,000 students living on campus, the store naturally benefits from a large and steady stream of customers. Its close proximity makes it incredibly convenient for students to quickly access daily necessities, especially for those with busy schedules or limited transportation options. Since the store is just a short walk from the hostel, students do not need to travel far or spend extra time going off campus to shop. So, being located within the student environment creates a sense of familiarity and trust, encouraging repeat visits. This is not only boost daily sales, but also strengthen the long-term customer loyalty. For overall, the prime location at the entrance of Mawar College plays a crucial role in the success of Mawar Blue Mart by providing high visibility, easy to access, and a steady demand from the large student population. So, these are the advantages of Mawar Blue Mart that we have found. However, if there are advantages to this mart, there must be a weakness, right? So, let's go to the next slide where we'll talk about the weakness of Mawar Blue Mart. So, this slide is about Mawar Blue Mart weakness. The first is difficult to know the balance of inventory. Mawar Blue Mart faces challenges in maintaining the balance of stock on itself. This is because the store does not keep records of how many items have been sold each day. Instead, they rely solely on visual observation. When a product runs out, new stock is simply taken from the storage room. This method makes it difficult for the business to track the actual inventory levels at any given time, which can affect purchasing plans and stock management. And this inventory management approach indicates that Mawar Blue Mart needs a more organized stock recording system to monitor and control inventory more efficiently. The second is cannot raise price at will. Cannot raise price at will means that Mawar Blue Mart faces limitation in setting product price because the store is bound by an agreement with UiTM, which requires the items be sold at affordable rates for students. This means that the store cannot freely raise price even when operating costs increase or demand is high. The regulation ensures that goods remain accessible to students, but at the same time, it makes it challenging for Mawar Blue Mart to increase profit margins beyond a certain level. The last is insufficient space to store stock. Mawar Blue Mart faces challenges due to limited space for storing stock in the storage room. The store has a small storage area, which makes it very crowded. This situation makes it difficult for staff to manage and locate items efficiently, which can affect the smooth running of daily operations. Limited storage space also increase the risk of stock damage or waste, especially for perishable items or goods that require special handling. In addition, it restricts the business from maintaining sufficient inventory to meet customer demand, as it is constrained by the available space. For overall, the lack of storage space indicates that Mawar Blue Mart needs more efficient space management or additional solution, such as external storage, to organize stock more effectively.
In conclusion, this project gave us a clear understanding on how accounting operates in practice at Mawar Blue Mart, highlighting the importance of accurate recording, proper classification of business items, and thoughtful analysis in understanding a business. That's all from us. Thank you.